converted into $1,500. But that's a lot of money for a picture, right? So why is one of the Bored Ape $100,000 and why is the other one $500,000? Because the $500,000 one is rare. What makes it rare is the features that's on the painting or the picture. For example, one Bored Ape with just a simple face would be for $100,000. The one with $500,000 would have a cigarette in his mouth, an eye patch, or something cool going on. So it is the art as well. The art does play a big role in the price, but it's mostly the utility that plays the actual role in an NFT's price. Okay, moving on to AR, fashion, and the metaverse. So what is the metaverse? The metaverse sounds like a fairyland for a lot of people. And it is in a way, because it's a virtual space where you can explore, shop, and interact with other people that are not in your environment. For example, if my friend's sitting in the US and I can't meet him because I have a lot of work here, but I can play a game of cricket with him on Sunday. I can do that now because we both have an Oculus headset, we can play cricket, and I can see him, he can see me. Or if I want to go for a meeting and I'm in Hawaii and I'm chilling over there and I don't have a suit because I didn't pack a suit for Hawaii, but I have an urgent meeting. I can use the AR technology, which is augmented reality. You see those filters on Snapchat or Instagram where you can change your face or you can change the background that you're in. So that's what AR is, and that's what Metaverse is using. Metaverse is using that AR technology and incorporating it in their system. So the AR technology and VR technology is basically powering the Metaverse. So how is fashion playing a role in all of this? Fashion is basically, so all these big brands are jumping on the bandwagon to make money and market themselves even better using the Metaverse and using AR technology. So we have Gucci, we have LV, we have Nike, we have Balenciaga, we have all of these brands launching their products in the Metaverse. So if you go on Nike's website now, you can basically view your shoe without actually buying it, and you can look at it in a perfect way where you'll be able to see if the size is right for you. Or for girls, I see that my sister goes to Sephora a lot, and she has like 20 different shades on her hand, which makes it impossible to choose the right shade. But you could sit at home and try on different shades of makeup without actually going. So that makes a hell of a difference. I feel like it's just connecting the world in a better way and making things so much easier. When Skype came along, Taha said that nobody believed what the internet was and nobody was understanding what it was, but it connected people better, right? You could speak to someone without actually meeting them if it wasn't possible. So Web3 and all of these technologies are actually connecting people better than before. It doesn't mean that you lose contact with people. You'd still be coming to school, but if there's a sick day or if there's some opportunity where you can't attend something, you still won't miss out on that event, right? You'll still be able to attend that event without actually being there. So that is what AR and Metaverse is making possible. That's what it is making possible, and that's what's powering these individuals to invest more and make more. So the Metaverse is still new, and it still can't be mass adopted because there's a lot of people like us still haven't believed in the projects that are coming up. And that is why I'm here to explain to you the importance of it. So why am I speaking about AR fashion in the Metaverse? Because this is related to the project that we're doing. Our project is called Dunia. Dunia is an ecosystem where we accompany and invite individuals to learn from us, and we try to give back to our community. And Dunia is an NFT-based AR project that is focused on giving blockchain education, NFT strategies, crypto advice, market analysis, and all kinds of other analysis. So we also are getting into risk management as well. So that is something we do without actually charging you guys. This is a community where we love giving back. So we're actually focused on building a community before we actually launch a product, because we feel like it's important to engage individuals and give them something back. So the developer isn't here, Tala. If Tala was here, it'd be fun to introduce you guys to him. He's the smart guy amongst all of us. But that is what our project is doing. And if you buy the NFT that we offer, it gives you access to 100 blockchain courses. So if you want to go up to the next level, that's when you buy the NFT. If you still don't want to do that, it's okay. You can come and join us for free and learn about what we're doing and what value we can give back to you. So I think that's about it for me.
Perfect. Thank you.
Do you have a question?
Yes.
One?
To ask that why would anyone buy my NFT?
Your NFT?
And if he buys my NFT, then how will he make use of it?
Sorry?
How will he make use of my NFT if he buys it?
So I mentioned utility, right? So for example, do you have an NFT right now?
So I don't have one. I make one and then I try to sell it.
Okay.
Why would anyone buy it?
So first of all, first thing you need to do is market research and your target audience. If you're trying to sell an NFT to these kids in this room, what do you guys do, all of you? You study business, right? So if you were offering an NFT with advice on business courses or some kind of summarized notes for $50 or $20, $30, people would buy that because they need it. A lot of people are lazy and they don't make their notes. So that's something you could be doing.
Shots fired.
NFTs basically just have stored data on it in like a picture, right?
Sorry?
NFTs is just like a picture which stores data in it and then people buy that.
No, so the data is not actually stored in the NFT. The smart contract is attached behind the NFT. That is the program that makes an NFT, which gives true ownership of an NFT. But the data that you're giving depends on the project you're investing in. For example, any project could have any different utility. There's no data stored in the NFT. That's a program. It's run on a program, but it gives you access to certain things. For example, as I mentioned, the notes or the blockchain courses we're offering. So in the smart contract of the NFT, those things will be mentioned. So if you buy this NFT, you get this, you get this, you get this, and it's all in a virtual digital agreement.
Cool. So, Hamza, really good job. Stay with me, guys. So what we're gonna do is, let's do everyone's business student here, right? Everyone has like an idea. No? You said no? Okay, so, but Koina, what do you study?
I study bio.
You study bio? Cool, man. I was horrible at bio, I failed like twice, by the way. So, even bio 1, I failed like twice. Tough class. I'm just horrible at science. But yes, for whatever you guys have studied, there's something you want to do in the future, right? Let's just do a case scenario analysis. Jahan pe you can give me an idea. I'll tell you how you can make that into an NFT. That makes it easier, right, for you to understand. So maybe it's a business idea, maybe it's what you do, and I'll tell you कि उसमें NFT क्या बन सकती है and how you can utilize it. ठीक है, so you'll be able to easily resonate with what I'm saying. So anyone, any business idea you had that you, I can tell you the smart contract उसमें कैसे use करते हैं, NFT कैसे use करते हैं. So maybe you can, it will help you. Anyone with an idea, what's up?
What if I want to start like an art conservation company where we restore art pieces or something?
100%. I think that's amazing. So the way you would do it is, you would take a picture of that art, what it actually looks like now, and what it would look like after restoration. Right? So you take both the pictures before and after, you put it on the blockchain, and you write it in you make a Discord community. That's where people talk, and you market it in a way where you say, if you buy my NFT, I will restore the art for you, and I will charge this much, and we'll have that shipped to you wherever you live, and you can say that you take 5% royalty out of that, right? And you'll see that people will actually be genuinely fine with you taking 5% royalty. Like people want people to make money. एक बहुत बड़ा एक गलतफहमी है कि people don't want other people to make money, but that's just not how the community works or business works. It has to be a win-win. Right? If you win something, you have to let the other person win as well. Whenever I do business, I'm like, okay, I'm making this much. Are you making something? Are you taking care of? Because if you're not taking care of the other person, it's going to be a one-time business, right? एक दफा नहीं करना, पूरी जिंदगी business करना. So you want to make sure it's a win-win, and you're being fair in your transaction. So I promise you, that's actually a very cool idea, and you should 110% do it. And if you do it, I'll buy it from you. I'll buy your first piece. Cool?
That's a good start.
Yeah, that's a good start. If you actually, and I meet a lot of people, they meet me and they're like, hey, I'm doing, I want to do this, I want to do this, but action-oriented लोग बहुत कम होते हैं. And बहुत बड़ी advantage भी है ये सबके लिए, because action-oriented जब कम लोग होते हैं तो you can take advantage of it. And if you're action oriented, you'll actually make use of it. So a lot of people have a lot of cool ideas, but it's the amount of action. Like when you're tired, will you show up? Right? Will you actually put in the time? Like today, I was feeling. Past 3 days, I've been feeling so sick, but I still showed up because I was like, no, committed. I have to come through. Right? So it's important to be action oriented. But if you do that, that's a use case scenario. It actually worked, and you should actually do it. In November, we have a really cool event at Izakaya Nights, I think. Who's been to Izakaya Nights? Anyone? No? 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 Okay, cool. It's like a fun, fancy place to eat good food. But we'll be having an event in November, which would be a cool event for artists around who are making NFTs, who want to understand Web3, AR, VR. There's a lot going on. You guys should definitely reach out to us and try to come in on that event. We have 20 artists from Pakistan who are coming in and showing their art, and then people will be coming in and bidding on that art. And by the way, it doesn't need to be art. You can just write, this is an NFT and this is the utility I'm giving. I know a friend who's a filmmaker, and उसने movies बनाई है, right? And this is like heaven, by the way. Like this guy, God bless him. So what did she do? She actually earned money through, like, she actually raised capital. Who knows what funding is? Seed, VC, right? कभी pitch deck बनाई है किसी ने? नहीं? Sure, cool. Made a pitch deck. So when you're actually getting money for your business, when you're getting funding for your business, the quickest way to actually get money for your business is actually through an NFT, and people don't realize that. You can just literally put up a business proposal, put it on the blockchain, be like, this is my idea, I want to do a movie. Every time you buy this, and movie ke characters ki aap NFTs banate. So every time someone buys a character, that can be used as a share in the company, right? So if you're a photographer, you're a videographer, right? You take pictures, you take 100 pictures, you go like, for every picture that you buy into, I'll be making a video out of it or an album out of it and selling it, and I'll be giving you 30% of that, of the money that I make if you buy into my NFT. So we're actually buying into her in a quick, in a very quick, fast way. So what's up, my man? Are you raising your hand? Hamza, are you recording? No, but my camera's horrible. I'm an Android user. What's up?
So, I don't know if some examples of utilities are. So, what has more value? What has less value in the utilities?
What has more value? What has less value? So, easiest thing is value in the community, right? So, value drives from what people want. So, business के अंदर हमें सिखाते हैं कि we need to listen to our consumer, right? So business is not self-gratification. Business is, what does the consumer think about me, right? Like right now, either you guys think I'm full of shit, or either you guys think I'm super empowering and helping you guys make a career out of this, right? So if I say, yeah, Taha, amazing presentation, is that actually an amazing presentation? No, that's self-gratification. I have to understand, did you guys resonate, right? Did you guys actually feel empowered? Did you take something back home from it? So that's extremely important. So just with your community, you want to know what people want from your NFT. So the easiest way is asking, hey guys, how did I do today? Right? There you go. So you want to ask people, कि मैं कैसा कर रहा हूँ यार, मेरा काम ठीक है, आपको क्या चाहिए? एक NFT बनाते हो, after this send them a Google Doc, बोले, can you guys please fill this out? Put up 10 options. Ask them what they're looking for utility. Ask what your consumer wants, and read consumer behavior. You'll get your answer in that, because you will obviously sell where your community lies. Your community is your school, your class, wherever your overall population is. Like I know my statistics. I resonate with 25-year-olds to. I have a very huge following from the age of 25 to 34, right? And then it goes to 50 plus aunties, right? Who resonate with me. So I know my graph. I know 25 to 34, like they know me wherever I go, they know who I am, right? Anything lower, when it goes from 20 and lower, they're like, who are you, man? Right? So I know my data, I know my stats, and I know that because I've read metrics, because I asked people. First thing I did when I came here, I was like, hey, do you guys know me? Right? Why did I do that? Because I want to know Are you guys a part of my community? Can I do business with you in the future? How do I speak to you? So it's always good to ask that question and then just graph that, right? Who knows me? Who doesn't know me? Who likes me? What's your likable scale? Where is that likable scale? Because that's going to allow you to make a product customized to them. And you'll realize every business, you have different age population. Dawat meri jo event company hai, all the mothers from Dawat know me, right? All the brides, moms, they love me. They come in, they're like, "Assalamu alaikum beta, how are you? You know, like I wanna get my daughter married, like in this way and that way." And they're just giving me business because they just like me, and I know that, right? So my likable scale from 50 plus aunties is like amazing, right? But then there's a gap, right? The 20 to 18 to 19 to 16, 17, they're just like, who are you, man? So I gotta work on that, right? But I only know this because I'm aware of how I'm approaching business, and I'm always asking that question. So I know I need to do better in this space, and I need to speak to more of you guys because I'm spending a lot of time within that business community space. So you actually helped me out too. So I appreciate you answering that question. I hope I answered that question for you. Cool. Any questions? Anybody else? What's up?
Is this all related to AI?
AI, artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence is super empowering. It is the future in everything we're gonna do. It automates many things, and who knows about AI, by the way? Any AI enthusiast? Okay, amazing. Like AI is gonna power everything we do in life, right? So AI is extremely important. By the way, to understand AI, you don't need to be an insane XP developer. I'm an engineer, by the way. A lot of people don't know this about me, but like what AI does is going to change the way we operate. There are a lot of AI companies in Pakistan that are doing wonderful work, and AI is going to make things faster, quicker, make decisions which will somehow freak us out in a way where you'll be like, how is this robot giving me the answer to, like how is it taking my data and giving me the right answer? It's like, imagine Tinder, right? Like, what does Tinder do when you match, right? You go, who's used Tinder before? Like, no? Okay, well, some sort of app, right? Like, I've never used it, guys. I'm married. Like, my wife's probably listening to this. I've never used it, but don't quote me on it. But yes, like, what does Tinder do? It matches you, right? You swipe right, and then you get the same people. You get people to like you based on an algorithm, right? What does AI do? AI uses artificial intelligence to answer more in-depth analysis of what you're looking for. So if you want a blog written, you can just write 5 lines and you get the whole blog written. If you want to do business with me, you can maybe just put up 5 of my social media accounts and cover everything and give you everything in a faster, quicker way. That Taha even lived here, did this, did sare key points aage because they did, AI work. So AI is very powerful. It's definitely the future, and I think AI will be used in every way, shape of. Instead of smart contract will be used in every way of business. Everyone is going to own some shape and form of an NFT. Everyone in the world in the next 5 to 7 years. Like everyone is, and they won't even know it now. Like you're going to buy baseball tickets or a cricket game, that'd be an NFT. Because it's more eco-friendly, you just buy it and then you have it. It shows it's not non-transferable if it's on the contract. Number 2, AI. AI is going to be used in everything we do, in your work, in your business, because life can be fast, quicker, easier, secure is what we need. And we use Kareem. Why? Because it's quick, it's fast, it's a solution, and it's safe. We feel safe when we use it, right? We know the gravity's going to show up. It's tech. So AI is the same thing, but it just makes things much quicker, and you believe that robot, right? You believe that intelligence, the way it's fading through. My knowledge of AI is not like an expert pro level, but I'm constantly studying it, and I know I will be utilizing it in many ways. So yes, AI will be used in what we do. To what level of, to what level in simulation, we don't know that yet. But there's a huge gap in AI in Pakistan and South Asia. 5 of you guys can, and I'm telling you this now as well, if 4 people like AI get together, do some research and start working on a small AI project, you'll be surprised at the amount of people who support you. If you guys want to learn AR, get together, start. Everything is on YouTube. You guys can literally start companies in today's world. Like, if I find, like today, I own a company called Founders Club, right? I meet young talent like every few months, and we have workshops and meetups. And every time I see extremely young talent, and they don't even know what they are at that time in their life, I'm like, man, the three of you start a company, I'll invest in it, do it, right? Because in the startup world, there's a level of it's a business is a process, right? That's what it is. It's actually a process that you study, and you just repeat that process, and it should be easily transferable, right? The knowledge should be easily transferable. Someone else should be able to do it. Hamza can do what I'm doing because I've shared my knowledge, right? 5-6 महीने पहले ये नहीं कर पा रहा था, but आज कर पा रहे. So today we're a business. All my guys can do what I can do because I've shared that knowledge, and because we made it into a process. Cool? So same thing with anything we do and you guys do. If you guys have friends and people around you that have the same type of thinking, try to collaborate. Don't save that idea to yourself. Share that idea. Ideas बहुत सारे Google पे आप देखोगे पहले से आइडिया लिखा होगा, गारंटी है. कोई भी आइडिया ऐसा नहीं है वो पहले होता है ना, मेरा आइडिया नहीं चोरी कर ले, ये ना कर ले, वो फिर आगे निकल जाएगा. ये माइंडसेट हमारा गलत है. हम ये हमारा माइंडसेट आता भी है because of a South Asian we've been inbuilt in it. Like our first thing our parents say, don't do partnerships, right? Oh my God, you get like so many people's parents. My parents always told me, don't do a partnership because it can be so like, you know, like, and everyone's being a sole proprietor in this country. And the most important thing today to grow is to collaborate, is to work with your peers, is to have a win-win solution, right? Is to be competitive but together, is to collaborate. All my competitors are my best friends. Like literally we help each other out. All my friends, I try to work with them and collaborate on projects. So go for collaboration, go for win-win solutions, and if you have an idea, share it with people. Trust me, it's about who does the idea the right way, not who has the idea. And they might just be able to help you out in that way. So that's just business startup, like little tips I'm giving. But I'm big in this startup world and with Founders Club and how we invest. So that's what we do. So you had an idea of AI, 5 लोगों ने हाथ उठाए, but none of you guys have had this conversation, right? You guys should have that conversation together after this class and be like, hey man, what do you do in AI? Cool, let's do some research, let's see what we can do together. And there's so many funds available for AI, you'll be shocked. So AI is huge. If you guys want to do something, trust me, use your ecosystem, get together, and you can start early. You don't have to wait till your degree's done. You don't have to wait till your master's done. You can start anything at any age now. And that's the beauty of Web3. I wish I was born at your age, man. Abhi mere 10 aur business a little bit. Like I tell people, I'm like, I wish I was born in the age of information, jahan pe anything could have come. And when we were growing up, you'd have to wait for the t, and then you pay that, you know, you pay that landline, the telephone to like work with the internet and buy the, you know, like things have just gone much faster. Everything's there. You can learn anything on YouTube. So use that opportunity to get a head start, and don't be scared of failure when it comes to failing on anything. I've failed so many times in some of my businesses, but that's what helps you get to the other business and the other business. Now I'm so fearful. Mujhe kal koi milta hai 3-4 log that are doing something really cool. I'm like, hey man, I feel like I can bring this much value. Can we do this together? I can bring this much value here. So not many people will use this strategy, but try to. I do a lot of mentorship calls. The first thing I tell people when I meet them, the most important reason why startups fail is because people don't analyze the level of effort needed to succeed. Right? Level of effort अगर आपने properly gauge कर दिया ना कि मुझे 14 घंटे लगेंगे दिन के अगले 8 महीनों के लिए to reach success, तो you'll be fine. अगर आपने startup खोल लिया but level of effort ही नहीं define किया और आपको लगता है 3-4 घंटे 2-3 महीने काम करने के बाद आपको रिजल्ट चाहिए, but दूसरे दोनों आप भी talented होते हो, दूसरा बंदा भी उतना talented है, but उसने level of effort define किया है. So ये बड़ा important है कि level of effort आपने define किया है consistently, आप long term में you'll always be fine. So that's how it works. That's how it happened with Dunia, right? And that's how it happened with all my companies. I hired new people. Hamza, like in October, he was like, I don't know, man. Like, we're not getting any response. I'm like, thoda sabr karo, right? Relax, you'll be fine. It's a long game. We worked for a year and a half. I have other startups, and I just know how it works. I've done it so many times. So I know, okay, when you start something, then you just have to wait the long term. But somewhere in the mid tier, you don't get anything back, right? Imagine when we start something, if you don't get like a pat on the back, right? School ke andar A milta hai. A, yes, very good, great, tick mark, 9 out of 10. You feel motivated, right? What does a grade do to you? You feel motivated. Like, yes, yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I got a 9. Mom, I got a 9 out of 10, man. I feel so good, man. I got an A. That is what you're working for, right? But in work and business, in employment, you don't always get a tap on the back. It's just your duty to do your daily activity, and that's what people don't realize, that when you go into a work life and when you actually start working for yourself, you don't get validation that quickly. And most people, they just, क्योंकि वो A plus नहीं मिलता वहाँ पे, उनको कोई client नहीं मिलता, वो छोड़ देते हैं कि नहीं यार मुझे तो काम नहीं मिल रहा, क्या बड़ी कोशिश की, और excuses हम ढूंढते हैं. But if you play the long term game, you're like, भाई 1.5 years तो मैं तो सवाल भी नहीं पूछूंगा, ना मैं सवाल पूछूंगी. For 1.5 years I'm going to work as much as I can for 12 hours a day, and that is how long I'm going to play the game. So I'm going to be patient till a year and a half and keep consistently working at the same flow, and I promise you good things will come. So that's just startup advice. What's up? Any questions?
Do you offer any kind of courses right at the moment?
For what? For
Courses
blockchain or
for beginners who want to dig into it?
for blockchain?
For beginners and blockchain.
NFT, yeah, you can actually, 2 ways to do it. There's a company in the US, which is really cool, by the way, Art of Negotiation. This guy comes up to me. His course was like $190, right? But $190 is expensive, right, for a student here in Pakistan. So I told him, I called him, I'm like, hey man, I want to be able to make it affordable for people in Pakistan. He's like, well, you know, like, I don't know. Like, I'm like, listen, we have the youth, we have people who are interested, and long term, you'll be empowering these people who will be a part of your ecosystem. So I closed the deal at, I think you can get it like at I think 1999. We brought it down for Pakistan, which is amazing, by the way. So anyone who goes through our portal goes on the same website but gets it like 100.
Do you have YouTube as well?
Down. So you can communicate with Hamza and he can help you out. But we actually like get the price down for the ecosystem. We don't make any money from it, but we do it for the ecosystem, because our economy is obviously very, it's very differently placed than a student in the US. So yes, we do have those courses. You should take them.
How do you keep yourself motivated, because it's a long-term game?
How do I keep myself motivated? Like the only person who can motivate you is yourself. Like that's the first thing I tell
That's the
people.
most difficult thing.
That's the most difficult thing, and it's like, look, I think very global, and when I wake up, like I do unimaginable things because I put an unimaginable level of efforts. Like the deals, if I show you in my businesses, like they're very unimaginable because I am, and my people know it. Like most people who work with me, 50%, 30% of them either quit, right, or either 20% of them like. I have to have the conversation because I don't want to surround myself with average people, right? I surround myself with extremely talented, smarter people than me, because if you come into my office, everyone is like super smart and super active, and they take ownership, and 7 different startups, dude, and everyone working around us is just mind blowing. Like they do things, I'm just like, thank you so much for teaching me that. Right? So the first thing is surround yourself with people who are smarter than you, because environment बड़ा matter करता है ना. अगर आपके जो दोस्त ही हैं वो ही आपके चाय वाला पे बैठे हुए रात को, like okay, let's, like रात के 2 बजे, that's unacceptable. You have to let go. You have to give sacrifice, right? You have to be extremely dedicated with your timings. Your ecosystem does make a huge difference in who your friends are, who your social circle is, right? Who you're surrounding yourself with. And so many people, what happens? They lose out on their full potential because they surround themselves with an extreme element of negativity, and they can't get out of that. So you have to let go of some of your friends who are bringing you in that mindset. And the only way to stay motivated is to have is to consistently create small short-term goals. That's what I do. Daily I wake up, I have a schedule. No matter what happens, I hit that target, right? And short-term goal जब आप बनाते हैं ना daily, तो आपको आसानी हो जाता है long-term picture में खेलने के लिए. Like and level of effort. Again, going back on the level of effort. I know for me, I know for the next 16 months, all I'm going to do is fund my company. I'm hiring more, I'm funding, and I'm not looking to make money. Because in my timeline of my project timeline, I know I need 16 more months of effort for me to be able to monetize on my business. And every business, every journey will be different, but you need to identify that, and short-term goals and level of effort needs to be identified.
Who is your mentor at the moment?
I
Do you
mentor.
follow any?
I mentor a lot of other people, but I do, like, I learn from everyone. Like, the first thing I do is I come in and I write listen on my hand, right? For example, like this guy, what's your name? Ayan. Ayan asked me, hey man, like, we don't, like, you know, you asked me a question about, like, you know, what's in utility and who you should market to, and that allowed me to think, hey man, a lot of you guys don't know me. So I'm a very good, like, even though I listen to people, and I don't say, oh, ye bacha hai, oh, isse mein kya, like, oh, ye to bacha hai. You know how you hear, oh, tum to bache ho, like, tumhe kya pata, tum kya bataoge, right? Who's heard that? Like 100 times. You're like, oh, tumhe kya pata, tum to bache ho. The world has changed. You know, we hear that from our friends, our family members, other colleagues, from bosses and toxic environments, from teachers. Dude, oh, tum to bache ho, tum kya sikhaoge? But in reality, the world economy has changed. We can learn so much, I can learn so much from you guys, so I keep my ears open. So I'm always listening and learning from people, and I'm trying to, and I come in with zero expectations. I came in today, I was like, I didn't know how many people were going to be here, how you guys were going to be, or what I was walking myself into. I came with zero expectations. When you come in with zero expectations, when you want nothing back, truly, you're always able to take something for yourself. And I'm not looking for much. I'm looking for one or two things that I can learn from you guys, and also sharing with you guys so I can give back as well. So it's very important to understand that we're all giving back, and we're all, in some way, we are giving